Something gotta give. Whether we like it or not, one team has to win to go to the next round. So, why am I saying this, people? So, it's been confirmed that now, counting today's game, it has been now 9 games that Jude Bellingham has played against Bayern Munich, and he has not yet won against Bayern Munich. And if you just watch today's performance of Jude Bellingham, you might say, okay, it makes sense. He was making so many errors, so many mistakes. Bayern Munich knew how to stop him from even trying to do anything. And also, it's also been almost about close to 10 games since Bayern Munich has managed to beat Barcelona, managed to beat Real Madrid. They've drawn almost about 4 or 5 games, and the rest are losses. So, when I'm saying something's gotta give, I'm talking about either Jude Bellingham's record is gonna be smashed by Real Madrid, or Bayern Munich will be champions and they'll break the long-term unbeaten run that Real Madrid has set upon them. But here I'm here to talk about what we saw today, the game, and how exciting it was. So do me a favor, if you're interested in that, click the like button, subscribe to the content, and sit down and listen to what I had to say, because I think we just had one of the best games we watched. Tactically, it was one of the games that had everything. It was demanding, and it was calling some people to give us some of the best games. And I'm telling you, Real Madrid did deliver. Toni Kroos, a player who left Bayern because they thought he had nothing, came in and repaired that gift with that crazy pass that he passed it to what's his name, Vinicius Jr. And as well, we have to also talk about Kim and Jane, because I felt like if he had done his job correctly, that should not have been a goal. As well as Bayern Munich standing up, and the interesting part about Bayern Munich, I don't know, I don't really want to talk about this, but this is very important. Daniel Sturridge, before the game, he talked about how Leroy Sané was going to step up in the game between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich, and he even mentioned that he will score Leroy Sané as well as Harry Kane. Look at the two goal scorers. It felt like the guy was or the GD box or something. Sorry, something that gave him prediction, and he was able to pinpoint the players who are going to score, and it happened as he said it. But that's the exciting part of the game, because we saw how good Bayern Munich are. Of course, they were at home. They were expected to be dominating the game. They were expected to be moving the game. Of course, they did not expect that amazing moment from Toni Kroos to pass to Vini, and that was the goal. They dominated the game. They did the good passes. They moved the ball so well. They were attacking. At some point, I felt like, some point I felt like it was easy for some frontmen to fall down, but if Harry Kane was really active, he should have scored at least 2 goals in my book. I don't know what you would say in the comment section. As well as I did not really see so much of Thomas Muller, but I know who I saw. Jamal Musiala. This guy stepped up and he was running the show. When he's met Jude Bellingham, looks like he's fumbling and he's failing to actually show what he's capable of doing. This guy took this show by the scruff of the neck and he ran that show like it was his own goddamn thing. He caused chaos for the penalty, as well as how this guy that plays for Real Madrid could not copy with him. I'm talking about Lucas Vasquez. He just could not copy with the speed. He just could not copy with what was happening. And it was terrible to a point that Nacho had to be taken out for Tchouameni to drop down and be next to Rudiger as the centre back. And Camavinga came in to fill up the Tchouameni position, because after that time, I think Carlo Ancelotti discovered that he has a wall which was leaking, and if he had not covered it so fast, it was going to leak so many goals. That's where the first goal came from, and that's where the error from the second goal came from. And I think it was a tactical good game. Of course, Leroy Sané was a little bit he was really bit confusing, so Mendy did not really know how to mark him out of the game, because he was moving from any position he wants. I saw at some point that even some of the strikers, some of the players were coming out to help out. Some of the midfielders were coming out. Toni Kroos got a yellow card trying to stop Leroy Sané, or I think it was the main midfielder. Even Tchouameni struggled to even get into the game, as well as Camavinga. If I'm not mistaken, okay, he didn't get a yellow card. I actually thought he got a yellow card, and it was, of course, on the other side as well. Jamal Musiala caused so much problems to Lucas Vazquez that at the end of the day, he actually got a yellow card to show that it was not a good game. But not also forgetting what Real Madrid were doing on the other side. Vinicius Jr. is always rewriting history. Whenever you feel like the team is done, he always steps up. And I felt like in the moment where they needed him, when he needed to do. And at some point, I felt like he was actually being coached from inside the pitch by Tony Cruz, telling him where to run, and that amazing goal. That tells you how good these players are. That tells you how much they are tactically alert and they understand what they need to do to get the better of whatever they're working on. And it was amazing to see. I really did enjoy this game, and I'm telling you, it was a tactical game that they required so many things. And I have to say something. I did not see Jude Bellingham in this game. I did not see Jude Bellingham in this game. He struggled trying to move with the ball. It was easy for him to lose the ball. I think he lost the ball so many times. And I felt like maybe it was the atmosphere. Maybe the Bayern Munich fans were all over him and he just could not copy with the occasion. But I'm telling you, it's now done and set. It's gonna set for a masterpiece at the Santiago Bernabeu when they go play next week. It's gonna be exciting. I'm telling you, on the 8th, not actually next week. It's gonna be exciting because we don't know who's actually gonna run the show, who's actually gonna win the game, but we are all here excited over what we will see. I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think of today's performance? Who was your man of the match? Who let you down with the most? I have to say, for me, I expected Jude Bellingham to step up, but I did not know the history that he had with the team. These things really seems, they might look like a joke, but it really means a lot. Sometimes some other teams cannot actually step up because of the moment. But there's something that I did realize as well in today's game. Real Madrid, you may say whatever you want to say about them. They might not be as a good team as we want them to be. They might not be performing to a level you would expect a Real Madrid to do. They might not be doing what you want to see from the game. But they know how to get the job done. They know how to show up and do what it takes to win the game. So whether you like it or not, they know how to fight for each other. They are literally each other's brother's keeper on that pitch. I don't know how many teams I can actually pinpoint and say that they're each other's keepers on the pitch. Whether they're playing good or whether one of them is not playing good, there's always another one to cover the other one's mistakes. And with the speedy attackers with so much energy like Valverde, Camavinga, and Sumeni, they always know to show up when they're needed. The likes of Vinicius Juniors and Rodrigo are never worried with what happens at the back, especially with the players that I've just mentioned in the midfield, as well as Rudiger, who, by the way, has just become this amazing star, running the show, doing what it takes, fighting to the very end. It's just amazing what I'm seeing from this team. And whether you like it or not, you have to put some respect. They know how to fight for each other and they know how to get the best of everything. Even the keeper was coming as a second one. He's stepping up, playing against a Bayern Munich team, which had Harry Kane, which had almost all of their stars in the game. Somehow they came out and they are on top. They know that they're bringing it home and it could be something else. And after they scored the 2 goal, I felt like Real Madrid relaxed. They started controlling the ball because I think they are hoping that if they take it home, they'll get the job done. But the problem with that, Man City did the same and they tried to win in their own backyard and it never really ended so well. So I hope Real Madrid knows what they're doing, or maybe Bayern Munich might surprise them. But one thing I know for sure, we will have an amazing game. And I think one thing that I discovered today, the reason why Lucas Vazquez was thriving on El Clasico is because in his position, the player was there. At that point, it was either this guy, what's his name? This Brazilian, or maybe João Felix, was not really stepping up to the point to make sure that he's always concentrating on defending. Today, when he had Jamal Musiala, the guy had to chill, and it was amazing how it was happening. And I have to say, hands up, Eric Dyer has really surprised me the way he's playing in this Bayern Munich team. I never thought that he would get this good and actually get this confidence, but it's amazing what I'm seeing. As well as when Harry Kane was taking that penalty, somehow I felt like I became a bit of an England fan, that if he misses that pen, what will happen. But anyway, he is a superstar. He knows how to step up in big matches. So does Vinicius Jr. My man of the match today, to be honest, if I'm giving, I have to say Jamal Musiala. He stepped up when it matters. Even though I know Vini Jr. scored 2 goals, Jamal Musiala felt like he was running the show. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What did you expect of the game? Who impressed you the most? And what are you looking forward to go next? I have had an amazing time analyzing this game, talking about what I saw, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna be here and you'll be that side. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, how you enjoyed this game and what are you expecting in the second round. But as well, before I go, you know what I'm always gonna say, see me on the other side. I'm out. Peace. Subscribe to the Football Connect.